Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so I've been talking an awful lot about this Blood on the Ice quest, so we're going to actually go knock that out right now. The sooner the better. It's just kind of one of those things that sometimes I put off for far too long in my game, and then it ends up biting me in the butt. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now and just get it out of the way.
City in Skyrim by some account.
So now, I usually do this kind of in conjunction with going to Solstheim, but again, that can cause this quest to be a problem as well. So I've just kind of had to, learn the hard way. Gotta get it done before you get involved with Solstheim. So anyway, feel free to talk to her. She'll offer you some skill training in pickpocketing. Now, I'm here at night, so I'm going to have to pass time here. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you guys where all the free lootables are. And guys, this is the area you're going to find that quest. At some point, you're going to be coming back through this town. There's going to be a whole bunch of people standing here and a dead person, and they're going to be talking about a murder. And that's kind of how you get that quest going. You got to talk to the guard, I think it is. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now, just, go ahead and scoop up your free lootables. Okay, I don't think there's anything else up this way. After you've kind of gone through that area for all that, there's quite a lot of hanging moss in town. And you guys know me and my hanging moss. That is selling power. Now be careful, there is a glitched out spot here. This can absolutely destroy your game. So that being said, I'm going to save it before I actually demonstrate this, and I've never done it in third person. But there is a break in the map here somewhere. Okay, now that hanging moss is real tricky to get. You kind of have to get it on top up there. Alright guys, so now there is a broken map spot right there. Okay, so how I just walked through that wall. Now be careful. The reason I'm pointing that out is because you can, if you don't know the area and you don't know that you're not supposed to be able to do that, you can, just accidentally, inadvertently pop on in and you're like, oh, what's this? And this is where your game can break. So I've fallen through the surface and down into like a subsurface where it looks like the gamers just, instead of deleting the original map overlay, they put this one on top of it. And there was a whole another map down there, but I wasn't supposed to be there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here before I actually, do hard break it. Again, I just really wanted to make sure folks were aware of that. Anytime anything like that happens to you in this game, go back the way you came. And, if you retrace your steps, you should be okay to get out. Hey, it was 7-Eleven. I want a Slurpee. Coca-Cola. Alright guys, so it's after 8. All of our vendors should be out and hard at work. So this is kind of like the town square. And in case I got you all twisted and turned around there, the very front entrance to the city is actually right here. Alright guys, now in order for us to activate the quest, I fast traveled out of town there, and passing time, make sure when you land it's between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. It's got to be nighttime hours. So I'm not quite there yet. And it's got to be nighttime hours before you're in the town. So, if you're already in the town and you try to pass time, it won't work. If you come here and it's not working, fast travel, pass time. Come here, see if it's working. If not, fast travel, pass time. You might have to do this a few times to actually get it to activate. And if you're just getting frustrated with it, just go off and do other stuff for a while. Go do a quest or something. But, periodically just keep coming back in here at nighttime hours at 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And, just give it a quick look and see if it's working or not. Now, sometimes, too, I can fast travel to the town, and that'll magically make everything appear. Okay, still no luck. Okay guys, another thing too is, one of my playthroughs, I was having a real issue. And, nothing was working. Nothing was getting this quest triggered, and it was just really starting to get agitating. So anyway, I just kind of stood here for a minute, and I kept checking. Like, I'd run away, I'd go out the front gate, I'd come back in, and then I'd run back through here again. Anyway, I was doing literally nothing else, and then at some point, all of a sudden, there it was. So, I'm just trying to throw as many things out there as I possibly can that, think of here of different ways I've been able to fix this. Okay, still no good. So, probably to save time, you know, instead of running back and forth, I can just fast travel to the stables. That should be far enough out. Wow, still no joy.
Heard they're reforming the
Alright, this is being real sticky now. Good old halted steam camp, here I come. Okay, now if all else fails, sometimes instead of running back into the town on my own 2 feet, I'll just straight up fast travel right back into it. And again, not always, but sometimes that'll unstick it too. Okay, there it is, guys. So again, you know, something was eventually going to work. You know, between the fast traveling, the passing time, the coming back and checking, you know, fast travel outside the gate, walk in. Try that. If that doesn't work, try fast traveling back into the village after warping away and passing time. So again, if this just, you know, is lingering on and it's just not going to happen for you, you know, don't get too frustrated with it. It's just, it's a glitchy quest, unfortunately. So but I can promise at some point this will activate as long as you've been here long before you were level 40 and long before you ever went to Stolstein.
Sanus the Third. It's all stretched thin as it
Okay, so get through the dialogue options with this guard until you get to could use some help.
I'm going to examine the body before the
There it is, guys. That's how we got our quest activated.
Yes?
So blood on the ice. Now I'm going to go ahead and solve this now. Reason being is, again, I want this thing completely done and out of my way. I want it in my past and rear view mirror. And then at some point we're going to come back and there's going to be a part 2 to this quest. And that part can have problems too. So, you know, again, the earlier in the game, the better. I think I'm still only like level 23 or something right now. Yeah, 22. So I'm in real good shape now. These now, if it's not already, go ahead and activate the cursor. And again, guys, this doesn't always help you in your game. In fact, this is one of those quests that's considered super glitchy because people are running around and there's no clue as to what you're supposed to be doing. So, you know, between it being glitchy by, you know, in and of itself already, on top of that, they had to make it 10 times worse because the arrows don't help you. You know, at some points. At this stage in the quest, they are helpful.
The stop? I'm not much of a strategist, but look, these are difficult times. My men are... I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can.
Alright, folks, so go ahead and get through that quest line there. Now it says examine the crime scene. Now this is one of those sticking spots, folks, so this might actually be why you're watching the video. Now this is where it gets frustrating. The stupid cursor's here, like, what are you supposed to do? It never moves, nothing ever happens. You talk to everyone, you're just pulling your freaking hair out. So basically what you're supposed to do now is follow the trail of blood. And again, there's no indication that's what you're supposed to do. So just super frustrating, you know, if something said, follow the trail of blood, oh, thanks, you know, thanks for throwing me a bone there. So anyway, long story short, you know, there's going to be blood all over the place. And, you know, there'll be splats of it here and there going up to the right, up the stairs. And this is eventually going to lead into a home that is going to sooner or later become our home. But again, that's down the road and after all this blood on the ice business is all done. Okay, now to get in there, you gotta master lockpick it, guys. And this is another sticking spot, so save your game. You're gonna be saving the game a lot on this one. So reason being is sometimes you're trying to lockpick this thing and a guard will come up on you and you don't want to get caught. I don't break my lockpicks a lot, but when I'm dealing with master locks, I can go through them. So now if you've kind of already been all over the map and you're just not finding a sweet spot anywhere, you might want to just back out and try it again. So honestly, I have no idea where it's at on this one, so back out and that'll kind of reset the lock. If you've got a lock-picking potion, you can drink that. That's sometimes helpful, but save the game right before you do. You know, so if you don't get it, you can try again. Wow, I'm just having a devil of a time today. The cool thing, too, is as you're breaking lockpicks, you can still level up your lockpicking. Sometimes I'll just sit here and crank on the joystick and break a whole bunch of lockpicks right in a row on a master lock. Or any lock, really, as long as you're, you know, right in the beginning spot isn't the sweet spot. And, you know, just sit there and just keep... Oh, there we go. Just keep breaking lockpicks. You know, for nothing else other than to level my lockpicking. It's time consuming, but it's effective. Once you get it that good, you don't have to move it much to find out if you're doing any better or not, so I'm doing worse. There it is. Yeah, they make you work for that one. Alright, so again, you know, it's not real clear what you're supposed to do, but in each room you should be able to find something that you can activate. Or investigate, whatever. Okay, now once you investigate the chest, then you can open it. So go ahead and pull this stuff out and then read it. And again, I don't know if you have to read this stuff, but I do know it has caused me a glitch in the past. And, you know, I did nothing different, you know, trying to fix said glitch, and the only thing I did different at one point was read this stuff, and then it fixed it. So, again, guys, just you never know what's going to cause the problem. That's why I'm kind of walking you through this questline the way I am. Okay, another thing that I had an issue with on a different playthrough now is I was doing this and I didn't investigate everything. Again, you know, going through my process of elimination, save game, go through, that didn't work. Okay, you know, reload save, go through it again. Okay, that didn't work. Reload save, do it again. So again, I take and read everything in here. But yeah, so anyway, the way I fixed it that time was I just went around and I investigated everything, and then that fixed it. Okay, now there is more investigating to do, and just to make sure I've got all my bases covered, I'll take you through the rest of the house here. Okay, don't forget the furniture that's stacked in this room. I think we got one more spot to check, maybe not.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
And what would you have me do?
Okay, can you tell me anything about the butcher? Go ahead and get through that
If you want an earful. Travel safe.
dialogue.
It's dangerous out there.
How long are you going to wait?
Okay, now once again, guys, this is another sticking spot. You've already cleared the dialogue option, and there's that stupid quest marker, absolutely no help to you whatsoever. And then, you know, you open your quest, and it says follow up on clues from whatever, great. Get assistance from, you know, whatever his name is, yeah, great. So anyway, again, just, you know, super frustrating. So, you know, when you get to this stage, I'll show you how to clear it. Okay, wow, and look at that. The quest marker actually moved to her. That normally doesn't happen for me. Normally that's broken. So, you know, it's just crazy funny that that just happened to happen in my game. Normally, you just have to find her. So anyway, you know, you have to take a good look at her, and if that's broken for you, which it probably is, just like I said, run around town until you find this particular NPC. Once you do, go ahead and give her a quick talking to. Ask her about the butcher.
The people won't have. They say they're too busy with the war.
Tell her you found the journal.
What's it say?
Go ahead and make your accusation.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. That's
Go ahead and make your accusation.
I don't want to
Give him the evidence.
Woundfirth shall be the streets of Windhelm are now safe.
And that should complete. Now guys, this isn't the end of the thing. Again, you know, this is a multi-stage quest, so they're gonna go arrest Gold Boy, you know, and throw him in jail. And if you really want to visit him later, it's funny because he actually has a store. He's a mage. But anyway, he'll be in a dungeon, not this room. He'll be in. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. You have to go in that door, and then just follow the hallway all the way through to the end. You'll end up in a cell, and he'll be in one of those jail cells. So anyway, you know, you don't have to stick around and watch that whole thing play out. The game will kind of automatically take care of that for you. I just really kind of wanted to point that in the meantime, because later on, when we come back and we activate the second part of this quest, we will have to go back down there and talk to him at some point to complete the quest line. Alright guys, so if all that stuff I threw at you there didn't fix it, please, you know, feel free to leave a comment. Now, I don't have experience with PC. and I have 0 experience with PS4. So if you're on those 2 platforms, I'm sorry, but I probably won't be able to help you out. So, you know, please, if you're using the Xbox and the Switch, and that's, you know, none of that stuff fixed up, again, please leave that comment. I'll do my absolute best to help you out. Please tell me, you know, what level you are. Please tell me, you know, if you are into the quest, you know, where you're stuck. And again, just as much detail as possible, and I'll do my best. Alright, folks, please leave it, you know, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. In the meantime, I really hope that helps you guys out. Best of luck and happy hunting.